We have entered into the hottest stretch across the state of Florida so far this season. What's going on, guys? I'm certified meteorologist Jonathan Kagas, and in this video, we're going to talk about it. Of course, it's June, it's Florida, it's always hot, but now we are really going to crank up the thermostat. And for Central Florida anyway, we're talking about that blazing heat. Heat indices likely surging north of 100 degrees, pushing 105. We'll break that all down in a little bit. Really, for the entire state of Florida, we are talking about all of that heat pushing 100 degrees. And then to wrap this up, we're going to take a look at the tropics and see if there is any development out there over the next 7 days. So let's hop right into it. First, I want to talk about the storm chance for Monday, June 12th, into the evening, your commute home from work. And then we'll get into Tuesday, and then we're really going to talk about that blazing heat. You see, not much going on, and really the two are related with the lower storm chance and then the blazing heat. Again, break that all down in just 1 second, but you see a few little flare-ups there, a few little thunderstorms really east of Orlando, closer to the Space Coast. So just keep that in mind that if you have plans to be outside in the evening, maybe taking dinner outside, although it is going to be really steamy out there, there could be a few little thunderstorms as well. Kind of similar to what we saw last night as areas west of Orlando, really Orlando, Sanford, Kissimmee, St. Cloud got a really cool light show with those storms that were over East Orange County, over Volusia County, and over Brevard. There's 6 o'clock on your Tuesday morning. Things are looking pretty good. Now, once we get into the afternoon, we'll see a few of those clouds try to bubble up. Notice, though, by 4, there's not much happening, and that is all related to some of the heat and how we're getting so hot. Deeper into the evening, 6, 7, 8 o'clock, a few isolated storms try to pop really east, again, of Sanford and towards Orlando. Mims, Titusville, Edgewater, Oak Hill will be on the lookout for a few thunderstorms, but then most of that blows quickly out to sea. Now, I mentioned that there's a reason for the lower storm chance, but also the heat. It's all related. So what we have going on here, we have this big area of high pressure kind of central over Mexico to the western Gulf and then into Texas. This is going to continue to build over the next few days. So we're looking specifically here at all of this orange that's encompassing a lot of the south and then into the extreme southwest Atlantic. What happens when you get these big areas of high pressure that sit on top of an area? Air tends to sink, and what that does is that air sinks, it dries out, it heats up, and that is where we're going to have the two kind of related, where we're talking about that lower storm chance, but we also have the temperatures really starting to surge across Central Florida. So in terms of the high temperature across Central Florida, we will have temperatures getting back into the middle 90s, 95 in Orlando, 95 in Sanford, 92 in Melbourne. Note the average high this time of the year. Again, we're talking about temperatures hanging around 91 degrees. That is our average high. So we're going to blow by that by around 4, 5, 6 degrees. So we are going to be above where we should be for this time of the year. In terms of how it feels, though, with the humidity cranked up as well, this is that heat index. Again, we have air temperature surging to the mid-90s. When you factor in the humidity, it's going to feel on your skin more like 100 degrees out there with the heat index involved. So as we move forward through the early stages of the week, it gets even hotter for us. There's Wednesday afternoon, and then that's the heat index. So again, this is not the actual air temperature, although we will be in the mid to upper 90s on Tuesday and Wednesday when you have the actual air temperature. This is how it's actually going to feel outside. So it's going to get even more sultry again as we head forward over to the next few days. I wanted to show you a statewide view here for those tuning in that is from not the Orlando area. We'll get you back to the statewide view. Notice all of the heavy rain. We're still dealing with this towards the Keys. There's been some flooding going on. That flood threat going to continue in South Florida. Also, we have this cold front. You might have saw some of those showers and thunderstorms towards Pensacola, towards Tallahassee. Those kind of fizzle out as they try to push down the peninsula. But we still keep things active, mainly offshore into the Keys, towards the Bahamas, and then right off of southeast Florida. Once we get towards 3 o'clock on Tuesday, really the same kind of deal, as most of the storm activity is going to be hanging out around Jacksonville. That's late on Tuesday on the 13th, and then also again towards South Florida. Wrapping this up with an outlook on the tropics, the good news is no new development expected over the next 2 days or over the next 7 days. You can check out another video that I will link towards in the description and in the comments. There has been a lot of rumblings, a lot of hype about showing a disturbance developing in the Gulf of Mexico. Don't think that is going to happen. I'm going to have extensive breakdown in another video, again, that I'm going to have in the description, in the comments, showing why that it's all just clickbait. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, if you found this informative, if you're watching this on the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and we will catch you next time.